Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kahalaim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, teachers at the Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the Most High's elect. And, you know, many do not understand what they're involved in. All right. Many do not understand what they're involved in. And the scriptures say that our Lord is a merciful power, but he's also a cruel and terrible Lord, man. All right. And many of you do not understand what you're involved in, what you came into, man. All right. You don't take this thing seriously, and you don't consider whom you serve, man. All right. This is a power that drowned the earth. All right. This is a power that created a nation of people just to destroy them. All right. So-called white man was created just to be destroyed. All right. The Lord Hicks said, pleased him to bruise his only son, his only begotten son, man, for your sake. But at the end of the day, this is a power that is cruel, man. All right, terrible. And when you come to serve the Lord, scriptures say, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. All right. So being in his knowledge and his wisdom is not no joke, man. It's not no happy go lucky, like this is some fucking party. All right, you was brought into this truth to work, man. You was brought into this truth to suffer. You was brought into this truth to learn, but you was also brought into this truth to finish this, man. Okay, and many of you, out there, you don't even know what you're involved in. You don't even know what you're doing. All right, you're just in this thing because you're, oh, I'm an Israelite and all this. But oh, look at me. I got people that look like me or someone. Some hang out for you. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 40. And it says, be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. It says, 41st verse, then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth, I'd say unto you that he will make him a ruler over all that he hath. 45th verse. But if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the manservants and maidservants, to eat and drink and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in the day when he is not aware, and cut him asunder, and pour him his portion with the unbelievers. And the servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much be required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. All right. Now, you came into this truth, and the Lord, he showed you mercy. He didn't put on too much on you in the beginning and stuff like that. But as you grow, you're supposed to be growing in the faith. As you grow, and the Lord puts more on your plate, if you will. Even you women too, But I'll get to you a little later. But this is primarily dealing with the men first and foremost, because that's what the voice of the sons of men is called onto. Okay, the Lord said, "To whom much is given, much is required." Man, all right. To whom much is given, much is required. The Lord gave you much. When you came into this truth, look at these people outside in the world. They don't know shit that's going on. They don't know nothing. They might as well be dead. From the neck up, they might as well be dead. Their bodies are alive, but their spirit, their minds are dead. So To whom much is given, much is required. And you came into this truth, and many of you are not doing your jobs. You're not doing your jobs. All right, you're not doing your jobs. All right, you're going through the motions. All right, you the scriptures tell you that such men only fear the eyes of men, but behold, but consider not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. All right, so the Lord, he sees all things and he knows whom is his. All right, you could be able to fool a man, you could be able to do this, you could be able to do that, but the Lord is not a fool. The Lord cannot be fooled. All right, the Lord knows your hearts and he knows them. He knows all things, man. All right, including the hairs on your head. All right, and all right, many of you don't understand what you're involved in, but this is the knowledge of the heavens that's been given to you. All right, and many of you are just using false balances. Just lukewarm. You're holding back your sword from blood, which is wicked. All right, you're trimming your ways to seek love. All right, I'm not here to trim my ways to seek love, bro. All right, the Lord didn't. The Lord told you, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? Here it is. The Lord set you brothers up as judges on the earth, man. The Lord said 144,000 judges, man, kings, priests, prophets. Okay, you are being instructed in the way of the heavens on the earth. You're going to represent the third temple on the earth, the kingdom of heaven on the earth. The Lord said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Okay, so what are you doing with all this knowledge? Nothing. Are you even fishing for the elect? All right, here it is. You got men with these lofty names and shit. FTL don't quit. You quit, man. FTL don't quit. You quit. Where you at? Fisher turned hunter. Where you at? The Fisher turned hunter. The man said, "Oh, I'm bearing false witness on me." This is the second time you leave for an extended period of time. Another time, okay? Okay, my friend. The man said, "Oh, you lying on me, brother." I've been told you. Watch these dudes, right? I told you this guy Fisher turned hunter wasn't right, and here he goes. Oh man, Elder, look, he lied on me, brother. He lied. This the second or third time that you left for 4, 5, 6 months, and then you're gonna come back, and brother's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, brother's back." No, 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 no. You don't understand what you're involved in, man. You don't understand what you're involved in, bro. You can't just fucking leave, do disappearing acts, then use no, the Proverbs the 24th chapter. Oh, a man falls 7 times, get it back up again. A righteous man falls 7. No, 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 no. That's not what that means. It don't mean you're gonna abandon the flock and then just I fell and no, brother. You don't understand what you're involved in, man. You're gonna put a title on your name like Fisher turned hunter, okay? And you're not even a fisher, man. You understand? If you're gonna name yourself, if you're gonna put your hand to the plow, okay, and you're gonna be a minister of the Lord, you're gonna do the work of the Lord, you better see it through to the end, man. You better see it through to the end, bro. And if you're not gonna see it through to the end, then don't even put your hand on this, man. Don't even do the work. Don't even do the work. The scriptures tell you it's better that you never even knew this. It's better. It's better. Okay, it's better. All right. Matter of fact, let's prove that. 2 Peter. Let's prove that. All right. Let's prove that. The Lord told you, Ezekiel the 44th chapter, the 25th verse on down. The priests of the Lord shall stand in controversy and judgment. All right. And controversy and judgment. That's what the priests of the Lord are gonna do. They're gonna stand in controversy and judgment, man. Okay. Here it is. The Lord told you to rebuke them sharply that they may be sound in the faith. Many, they don't like the fact that we rebuke people and this and that. We call them out by names. Okay, but at the end of the day, look, this is the Lord's business, bro. If you're gonna handle the word of the Lord, don't be mad when when you're put when you're put on the hot seat. All right, where you been at? All right, what you been doing? All right, the Lord's gonna require you. The Lord's gonna require. The Lord's gonna require reports of what you've been doing, what's going on with you. So at the end of the day, the scriptures tell you, give all diligence to make that calling and election sure, and that you all show the same diligence. All right. Do you know what you're involved in, bro? Do you know who you serve? All right. Do you know whose word this is? This is not the word of a man. This is not the word of your camp or this one or that one. Or no, this is the word of Yahweh. by Shem Yahushai. All right, this is not the word of a man. A man didn't come up with this. The man didn't invent this Bible. The man didn't invent the truth. All right. All right. We serve the Creator of all things, brother. So if you're gonna come into the truth, you better know what you're involved in. All right. You better know what you're involved in, man. You better understand what you're involved in, and you better take this thing seriously, because this is life or death, man. Okay, this is life or death. 2 hours in the gym and gaining popularity. That's Jake. That's right. 2 hours in the gym and did they do a 2 hour live stream every day? Did they put, look, here it is. You have many men that's called into the truth, but many of them are not chosen like that. They're really not they're not of the Lord. They know that they're Israelites. They get around and, they play these games and shit like that, and then they but at the end of the day, this truth is a serious business. All right. Serious business. Serious business, man. All right. Serious business. Second Peter chapter 2 and verse let me start at the 12th verse. And it says, and this is not for the weak stomach, all right? This is not for the weak stomach. The weak stomach, because here it is, you're going to have to judge nations, kingdoms, peoples, tribes. Your women, men, souls are going to be in your hands. That's why the Lord said all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right? This truth is life or death. All right? I don't think you understood this. Did you understand this? All right, before you came into this and started to put your hand on the plow? Did you understand this, or was it just I'm just something to do? All right, it's something for me to do. So it says, 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12. But these are natural brute beasts, which are made to be taken and destroyed. Speak evil of things that they understand not. All right. It says, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they counted pleasure to riot in the daytime spots. They are blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings, while they feast with you, while they're at the table eating with you. Yeah, brother, yeah, I'm in the truth. Yeah, how Lord, this and that, boom, boom, boom. Spots in your feasts. Having eyes full of adultery, they cannot cease from seeing, being beguiling unstable souls. That's why Scripture say having your senses exercised to discern both good and evil. All right. Beguiling unstable souls. You got a lot of unstable souls out there. All right. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. James 1:8, man. All right. And our heart, they have exercised with covetous practice, cursed children. If you come into the truth and you don't do this work the right way, you hold your back sword back from blood. You will respect the person. You're not keeping the laws. All right. Not just what I eat and all this stuff. No. The weightier matters of the law as well. You become a cursed child. All right. Because the Scripture say, cursed is the man that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that holdeth back his sword from blood. That's what it says. Because here it is, a judge cannot hold back his sword from blood. That's being a partial judge. All right. So it says, 15 verse, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, and was rebuked for his iniquity. All right. The Scripture say, rebuke them sharply that be sound in the faith. All right. The dumbass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. These are wells without water, dry trees that can't flourish. The Lord is not watering them. So they don't understand what they're involved in, man. All right. This is some type of joke or game for them, man. So it says, these are wells without water, clouds that are carried away with the tempest, to whom is reserved the midst of darkness forever. For even they speak great swelling words of vanity. They allure through the lust of the flesh. Through much wantonness, doing nothing, idle, being busybodies, sitting on their ass, playing with themselves all day, doing whatever the fuck, being vain. That's your people. talking shit, murmuring. The scripture speak about murmurers. Through much wantonness, those that were clean escaped from them who live in error. While they promised them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. For whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought again into bondage. For if they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness. Then, after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is returned to his vomit again, and the soul that washed to her wallowing in the mire. Right. So it had been better for you not to know the way of truth than for you to take this word, abuse it, be a false judge, be a wicked nigga, you know what I'm saying? Not do your job. Do your job, man. You have to do your job. If you don't do your job, the Lord will replace you. All right. That's what it says. And matter of fact, let's prove that. Others were set in their stead. Job 32 and no, it's not it. Matter of fact, I think it's 20. Let's see. Others it's like oh yeah, Job 34, not 32. 34 and 20 Job 34 and verse 16. Now if thou hast understanding, hear this, and hearken to the words of my voice. Hearken to the voice of my words. So like it. Shall he that hateth right govern? Shall he that hateth right govern? You gonna rule? You hated the right way? Are you gonna govern? Wilt thou condemn him that is most just? Is it fit to say to a king, thou art wicked, and to princes ye are ungodly? How much less to him that accepted not the persons of princes, nor regarded the rich more than the poor? For they are all the works of his hands. In a moment they shall die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. For his eyes are upon all the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. But he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with the Most High. He shall break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead. There you go, 24th verse. He shall break mighty men without number, and set others in their stead, man. All right. The Lord is going to respect no man's person. He said he's going to break many mighty men without number. So-called white man being number one. All right, because he's the mighty man of the earth. The Lord going to break his ass in pieces. Ain't gonna, but the real the judgment must start at the house of the Most High first. 1 Peter 4:17. That's what it says. That's where it begins, right? Because many of you out there, you don't understand what you're involved in. You don't understand that you've been given this truth so that you could build up your nation, so you build up the spiritual house. So because you're being given charge, all right. What did you come into this truth for? All right, are you fishing for the election, or are you just going through are you doing the work of the Lord, man? All right. Are you a servant? A servant does not have a choice, brother. You're a prisoner of hope. All right. You should be addicted to this, man. Many of you are not addicted to this. You're not addicted. You're not addicts to this. All right. But you talk shit about those that are. You run and murmur, oh, you're doing too much. Here it is, you got men talking about, oh, you're doing too much. You do too many videos. You do too much work. Oh, look at those AI pictures that you're showing. Oh, what is wrong with you, man? The Apostle Paul said, what? I magnify my office. Are you magnifying your office, man? That's the question you should be asking yourself. See, that's why the scripture tell you that we read in Luke the 12th chapter, all right? He that knew the Lord's will and did it not shall be beaten with many stripes, because to whom much is given, much is required. The Lord has given you much, so much is required of you, man. Much is required of you. The Lord woke you up out of millions and billions of Israelites, man. Not the other nations, we're counting them. I'm talking about your people, amongst your people who the Lord has chosen, right? The Lord's chosen, the Lord woke you up. As you The Lord could have made you anything, but the Lord made you to wake up to this truth and understand the gospel, right? Understand the word. But many of you don't understand, man, because you don't know what you're involved in. If you knew what you were involved in, you would take this thing very seriously, man. You would take this thing very seriously, as if you're handling like you know, the nuclear launch codes and shit. You know, the nuclear football. That's what white man call it. You know, he's in the White House and shit. You got something called the nuclear. I think it's called the football or like the briefcase, some shit. You know, it's only given to the so-called president and the inner council or whatever. That's bullshit. Anyways, the Rothschilds are the ones that control all that. But anyways, you would take this as a precious thing, man. And I'm saying, as Sophia, as your woman, you know. The scriptures speak about make understanding that kinswoman, you know. So you would cherish it. This would be your treasure. Scripture say, where your heart is, there will your treasure be also, man. All right, so James 4:4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. That's right. That's right. Hebrews 6:10. It says, the Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. All right. 11 verse. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of the hope unto the end. There you go. See, the words of the Lord are heavy words, man. All right, that's why it says in the 4th chapter, the 12th verse, piercing, dividing to asunder soul and spirit. That's why it says in Amos, the 5th chapter, they hate him that rebuking in the gate. Because they wanted to kill the Lord because the Lord was speaking too much truth. The Lord was speaking way too much truth. It's like, no, the Lord came in and he's shitting on our party, man. You know, that's why here it is. When Samuel and them came on the scene, Samuel, they're asking Samuel if he came peaceably. You come in peaceably, here goes Samuel again. He go there rebuking people. And, oh, why you gotta rebuke everybody? Why can't you just let me be? Why can't you just let me be? Just let me be. Just go ahead and let me be, you know. Just let me be. Just let me do what I want to do. You know. They don't understand that the Lord set up the fathers of the nation. All right. And the fathers of the nation come with the belt. They come with the belt. They come with chastisement. They come with rebuke. Like your father's supposed to rebuke your ass. See, these children, these Sodus children, these jakes, nobody ever rebuked their asses. The so-called white man was an ungodly father. You know, all he did was throw them in a cage and give them drugs and weed and shit. You know, and that was their chastisement, slavery and shit. You know, here it is. But he never built them up because he's not their father. See, the Lord set up your fathers. Here it is, the Latin tribes, you know, the apostles, Judah, you know, Benji, you know, all these different, you got brothers from every tribe, every nationality that are teaching his word, that are, you know. So here it is, all the tribes got a representative of theirs that's set up to teach them, right? But they don't hear you, because here it is, they're a fucking bunch of rebellious people, man, a bunch of demons, you know, they have spirits on them, you know. So they will not hear the voice of their fathers. They hear the voice of a charmer. They hear the voice of a serpent. You know, they hear the voice of their daddy, the devil, of the world. You know, but when you come along there, you know, you brothers out there, you come along there, you tell them what's right. You tell them what's right. They want to kill you. You tell them what's wrong, and they're gonna praise you. You know, they're gonna praise you if you go along to get along with them. You know, oh, yeah, everything's good. You know, you'll be praised. All right, you'll be lauded. We didn't come into this thing so we could do what's easy. We didn't come into the Lord. The Lord gave us the greatest knowledge on the earth because you could handle it. Because you could do something with it. So you can multiply the talent. The Lord told you not to hide it in a napkin, man. He said multiply it because he requires his own with usury. All right. So as the Lord is a merciful God, he is also a terrible power. All right. That's balance. The Lord is merciful, but he's also terrible. And the Lord, these people about to find out that the Lord is terrible. They're going to find out that the Lord is terrible. All right. To whom much is given, much is required, man. So it says Hebrews chapter 6, verse 12, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. If you want to inherit the promises, you better be not slothful. You better not be a fucking busybody. You better mind your fucking business and do the work of the Lord, man. The Lord's business should be your business, man. If you want to have everlasting life, if you want to not be hit by a missile, all these people out here that play games that went back to the world, they're gonna get hit with a missile. Okay, all these dudes that call themselves men of the Lord and this and that, you put your hand to the plow and you look back, the Lord's gonna do you dirty. He's gonna do you dirtier than Esau, man. All right, because you tasted of the heavenly gift, man, and that's why it says it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, man. All right, that's why we don't have 20,000, 40,000 people watching your videos, the brothers out there, because the people don't care about what you're talking about, man. They just let me live my life, just let me live my life or whatever. If I die, I'm like a pig or whatever. Just let me wallow in my filth. It's cool. That's how they're gonna end up, But for those of you that came into this thing and you forsook this and you just, whatever, it is what it is. It ain't that real, Look, bro, your end is gonna be terrible, man. The Lord is a merciful power. He very much is, but he's also terrible. And you don't understand what you're involved in. You don't understand what you're involved in. All right. You don't understand what you're involved in, man. All right. You don't understand what you're involved in. Job 15 and verse Job 15 verse 34. It says, "For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate." All right. "And fire shall consume the tabernacle of bribery. The Lord said, be not a hypocrite in the sight of men." All right. I believe in the Lord. But you're not making your car election sure. You're not giving all diligence. You're not magnifying your office, man. Whatever that office may be. Whatever that office may be. Everybody got a different office. Brother may have a lesser office. Brother may have a bigger office. But whatever your office may be, you got to magnify that thing, man. As a mustard seed, as a little grain of a mustard seed, man. You plant it, the Lord waters it, and make it grow. All right. "So the congregation of the hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief, bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit." That's right. So fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. What kind of fire? The same fire that took Sodom and Gomorrah down, but this time it's going to be on a larger scale, much larger. This was referred to as the war to end all wars, man. Which you're gonna get caught up in that war, man. All right. Those of you that are don't know what you're involved in. Those of you that don't know what you're involved in. Okay. So it says Isaiah 9 and verse 16 says, "For the leaders of this people have caused them to err, and they which are led of them are destroyed." It says, "Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall he have mercy on their fatherless or widows. For everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speak folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand stretched out still," man. So the Lord's hand stretched out still. He got his mercy out there for you. But he also has this he's about to pour out his displeasure. He got teeth of wild beasts prepared, man. Sirach 39:30. Teeth of wild beasts prepared for the backs of scorners, man. Stripes for the backs of fools. So it says, Psalms 103, verse 1, it says, "Blessed be the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, and bless his holy name." Second verse, it said, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." The Lord has loaded you daily with benefits, as it says. Good, that's a good one. That's a good one too. All right. Just link right back up with that. Psalm 68th chapter. All right. And the 17th verse, it says, the chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even 1,000 angels. For the Lord is amongst them in Sinai, in the holy place. That's the chariots. "Thou hast ascended on high. Thou hast led captivity captive. Thou hast received gifts from men. Yeah, for the rebellious also, that the Lord, Yahweh Shai, might dwell amongst them. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation." Say, "Lord, the Lord load you with benefits. You got to pay him back, man. You got to pay him back. All right. You owe your life to the Lord, man. Lord died for you, and you sitting there over there, man. No, whatever. This sacrifice ain't worth shit. The blood of the lamb ain't worth nothing to you. The blood of the lamb ain't worth nothing to you, man. And that's gonna be a curse onto you, man. All right. Because here it is. You're supposed to be magnify. You're supposed to be using that grace and that mercy and that sacrifice. You not let it go null and void. Here it is. My mama and them brought me to this country so I could learn this truth and so I could do this work, not so I could be some fucking celebrity in this world or some shit. And I'm not gonna let them their sacrifice that they did, traveling fucking thousands of miles to bring me here. The Lord had them catching all kind of hell from these fucking white people and shit, you know, over there working jobs, doing this, and that. And you think I'm gonna let their sacrifice go to waste? All the shit that they did for me. You know what I'm saying? My flesh and blood, my parents, bro. They brought me here. They could have stayed in their own fucking country, living like kings and shit. No, but the Lord put the spirit on them to put me here. I didn't have no choice to come here. I didn't decide to come to America, you know. But the Lord had it for a reason, man. The Lord had it for a reason, bro. You know what I mean? The Lord had this happen for a reason. So you can't let the sacrifice that the Lord did for you go null and void, man. The Lord died for your ass, for your black ass. So you gonna let him? You gonna just let his sacrifice just go? You know, whatever, man. It is what it is. You know, cool. You know, whatever. To Jake, it's like whatever, man. It's like whatever to them. You know, it's whatever to you, man. You know. But 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 6. That's why the Lord told you a bunch of dishonorable children, man. A dishonorable seed. The Lord planted you a degenerate, a noble plant, and you become a degenerate plant of a strange vine. Ungrateful children, man. That's why the majority of them gonna die. And it is what it is. And you the bad guy. Y'all the bad guys for telling the truth. It is what it is. 2 Corinthians 9 and 6. But I said this, he which soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly. That's right. All right. Galatians 6 and 9, whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. See, that's balanced backwards. See, 2 Corinthians 9 and 6. Galatians 6 and 9 say the same thing. It says what? It says, he that soweth, be not deceived, whatever sower man soweth, that shall he also reap. So 2 Corinthians 6 and 9, or 9 and 6, my bad. It says, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap bountifully. Look, the Lord about to let us reap bountifully, man. Because you've been sowing bountifully. So you're gonna reap bountifully, man. But those of you that have been doing little, been very little. Yes, yeah. We're not saved by works. Here it goes. Another excuse. I gotta do the work. I'm not saved by works. Well, the elect, here it is. The elect will be working. B times. Sirach 51:30. All right. The time is short. The time is short, man. There's no more. We don't have 25 years in this place. We don't have 25 years here. Okay. The Lord's shortening the days, man. All right. The Lord's shortening the days. This is the time. We're at the end. All right. The prophecies come with a sense of urgency to them. All right. The prophecies aren't just gonna, be, we ain't gonna be here till we're 89, blue in the face, talking about, oh, America's gonna be destroyed. And you tribes, we're not gonna know. The Lord's gonna execute the counsel that you've been speaking on his behalf, man. They're gonna do it in a quick succession. All right. So it says, Revelation 22 and verse 12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. That's right. The Lord's reward is with him, and he's going to give every man according to what his work shall be, man. All right? He's going to give the hypocrites that have been misusing his benefits, he's going to give you your portion with the sinners, man. He's going to point your portion with that white man. All right? Because many of you work for that fucking white man. All right? Many of you are calling on Jesus Christ. If you call on Jesus Christ, you work for that white man. You don't work for the Lord Yahushua, man. You're calling on a different God. All right? You're calling on a different power. All right, you're doing things according to the world, man. Like IUIC, I ran into them the other day. They're doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. All you camps out there, and all you individuals, man, I don't care if you by yourself or whatever. If you're not bringing the names, the correct names, you're not talking about the MOTB, you're not pushing the truth in its full form. You're not judging according to the scriptures, you're being partial, all right? You're not doing the work of the Lord. The Lord told you, make full proof of that ministry, meaning 100% truth, all right? Not half-ass truth. The Lord's not dealing with half-ass shit. The Lord's not dealing with mediocrity. The Lord's not dealing with mediocrity, man. The Lord didn't come on the earth so he could gather 144,000 mediocre men. The Lord is getting the best of the best. That's why you always hear the word aristocracy coming out, because aristocracy is the best to rule. or cacrocracy is the worst to rule. Right now, we're being ruled by the worst kind of niggas on the planet Earth. And we're being ruled by the white man. All right? So that's a cacrocracy, what you're living in today. Mediocrity. Everywhere you fucking go is nothing but mediocre shit every fucking where. Mediocre women, alcohol, food is mediocre. Everything's fucking mediocre because this is a society ran by has-beens, man. The world to come is going to be run by the best men on the planet, the greatest men, the greatest of the nation of Israel, and that's who's being established as rulers of the new world to come, man. So those of you that's not making foolproof of your ministry, and those of you that are taking this word as like it's like some joke and shit, I can get around to it when I feel like it. Here it is. You're not going to rule. You're not going. The Lord's not going to point your portion with the unbelievers because the Lord's not dealing with mediocrity, man. Okay, Psalms 12 and verse 8. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. That's the mediocre. That's the half-ass. And your people have become half-ass because of this fucking white man. That's why it says Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy not thou a person and choose none of his ways. His fucking mediocre ways, man. All right, being mediocre, being lazy. All right. Being dragging your feet. See, some of you just drag your dead corpses out there, to teach the word, but you're not even in the spirit, man. You're not even in the spirit, man. You're not even in the spirit. You're just going through the motions. Hey, man, today we're going to go into Russia and shit. You're going to get caught up in that nuclear fire, man. No, yeah, Russia is going to hit America. And, well, if you're not doing it the right way, if you're not doing it the right way, you're gonna get caught up in the same things that you're talking about. In the same Jacob's trouble and all this, you're gonna get caught up in that shit, man. All right. Matthew 10, verse 41. It says, he that receive a prophet in the name of the prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receive a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. That's right. Okay. So it's all about those that's making it work, like the apostle said, make it work. You gotta make it work, bro. You gotta make foolproof administration. The Lord has given you daily benefits, man. The Lord has given you much. To whom much is given, much is required, man. The Lord's about to come and require much. He's gonna require much, man. All right. The Lord requires that which is past, right? All right. Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Hey, well, what do you think he's gonna require? Do you understand who you serving? Do you understand who you work for? You don't work for no guy. You don't work for no man on the earth that that could just discard your ass and fire you and just don't care about you. The Lord created you. The Lord created everything before you. The Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested. The Lord told you the laborer to enter into rest. We're not in our rest. We're not in our rest. When the oppression by the so-called white man, you ain't got no women, you ain't got no children, you ain't got nothing in your fucking life. But here it is, you over there, oh, well, whatever, slothful shit. With your head down, depressed and shit. The Lord is giving you this life, man, a hope. Romans the 5th chapter, prisoners of hope, man. The Lord has given us the riches of the heavens, the knowledge that the Lord gave him, the Heavenly Father gave him. He gave it to us. He called us friends, no longer servants. But this ain't shit. Whatever, man. It is what it is. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it when I get around to it, man. I get around to it. I just leave the flock behind. I'll come back whenever I feel like it. I'll go. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, brother. It's crazy, man. But shifting gears a little bit. The same applies to you women, man. The same applies to you women. You women ain't exempt from this, man. Okay, what are you in this thing for? What are you around here for, man? Okay, do you believe in the truth? Do you believe in the Lord's men? Or are you just around here just, playing the field or something, being an agent or something like that, or whatever the hell you women are doing around here? This ain't no motherfucking dress up. This truth ain't no dress up for you to walk around and take pictures and shit. All right. The Lord brought you into this thing to serve a man. All right. The Lord brought you in this thing to get with a man. All right. All this shit on the comment boards and lovely emojis and all this other shit like that. When you gonna get you a man? When you gonna get you a man? All right. When you gonna go and serve one of these men, man? One of the Lord's men. You gotta get you a man, get you a husband, man.
What the hell are you doing around here just playing around? You're in the truth for years and years and years. You're just over there rubbing the fire with yourself. The Lord created you as a pillar of rest to the man, or pillar of rest. You got a bunch of single men out there, just brothers out there just playing with themselves and shit like that. You over there causing men to commit adultery and shit. You over there causing men to look at lust after you and shit. You over there playing games with men and shit like that. What the fuck are you around the truth for, man? Eventually, you're gonna have to get with a brother. All hell gonna break loose, and your ass gonna be out there playing the field looking for some magical guy, to come around and help you. When all hell breaks loose, Isaiah, the 4th chapter, the first verse gonna come into fruition, into effect. And you're gonna be out there by yourself and shit. You're gonna end up in some dumpster, like Desi from up here. She died a couple years ago. Some nigga chopped her in half and put her in a dumpster. Real shit, up there in one of these clubs up here in right here in the city, man. And also, hey, this ain't no fucking joke, man. The Lord's words are real. The Lord's words are going to come to pass as they have been to this day. And many out there are going to be weeping and gnashing their teeth, man. The scriptures say they're going to be weeping and gnashing their teeth. Let's get that. Let's get that too. Matthew 25 and verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him to have 10 talents. Yeah, see, the talents have been given to you. You slothful servants. All right, it's going to be given to those that have much, that have 10 talents. What you have going to be taken from you because you're not using what you got. You're not magnifying your office. You're not making full proof of that mystery. You're not multiplying for the Lord upon his usury, upon his coming, that you may give it to him with usury. All right, 29 verse. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into utter darkness, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. If you're not a profitable servant, your ass gonna be cast out into utter darkness, and they're gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And that goes for you women too. Because here it is. What is your job? Your job is to serve one of these brothers, man, and be loyal, and be a woman. A woman is a servant to her man. Here it is. Here she goes being a rebel and just playing the field and shit, hoping that one day, here it is. Like I said yesterday, the brother. Here it is. You see this with your own two eyes, man. You see these fucking women just playing games. Here it is. Oh, well, nigga, I don't need you. You're not that important. We're going to find out who's the important ones. We're going to find out that they're going to need you brothers out there, man. Just like we need to cleave onto the Lord, your house out. They're going to have to cleave to you. They're playing games with your ass all day long and shit, This one's cute, and the other one's cute, and this one's cute, and this one's kind of all right, and I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Look, bro, you have to make a choice, man. You have to make a decision, Lord willing, whatever the Lord puts in your life, man. But at the end of the day, man, everybody gotta come to you have to come to what's the word, man? Look, this truth is gonna come to you have to come to a goal. It has to be an end to this. All right, we're not just talking just to talk. We're not just in this truth just as a hangout and shit. There has to be a completion of this. What's the completion? A man and a woman being together. That's order. That's balance. What's the Lord and his woman coming back? The elect and his woman being joint back together as one. Here it is. The prophecies have to be fulfilled. Everything has to come to a goal. The goal has to be accomplished, man. It has to be a finishing of this, man. So there shall be weeping, gnashing of teeth. All right. When the Son of Man shall come in the glory, and the holy angels with him, shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations. He shall separate from one from another, as sheep is divided, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. All right. So this ain't no just just up here just playing. Look, all the players, all the game players and all this shit, the time is done for all that shit. The Lord come as a thief in the night, man. When thou least expect it, man. That's why I should say, put not off the day of the Lord from day to day. Put not off the Lord from day to day. All right. It says to seek his face continually. All right. For I know it's not what tomorrow, what lieth on tomorrow. It's James the 4th chapter. Okay. Luke 13 and verse 27. But he shall actually 24. It says, strive in to enter at the straight gate. For many I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. When once the master of the house is risen up and have shut the door, ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. And he shall answer, I say unto you, I know you not from whence you are. What are you doing? You've been playing all these fucking games all this time. Here it is. I sent my men to you. I sent my brother, I sent real men to you. I sent all kind of flavors to you. Here it is. I sent all the different languages. They speak in all these different tongues. They coming to you, however you want it. I created men that was like, to your liking and all this shit. You just sitting there like, yeah, whatever. Whatever they're talking about ain't shit. It's just null effect to you. It's just like, whatever, man. I just let it go in one ear and go out the other. When your ass ain't got shit to eat, when you're looking for a house, when you're looking for protection, you're looking for all this other shit, you ain't gonna find it. You ain't gonna find it. You ain't gonna find it, man. You ain't gonna find it. Because the Lord gonna shut the doors of mercy. All right, just like he did in the Ark of Noah. Nobody could go up in the ark, man. And the time was only the 8 and the animals went up in there. Everybody else get their asses up out of there. Everybody else gonna drown in the water. Everybody else gonna drown in nuclear fire, the second death. All right, if they're not attached to you brothers out there, then they're gonna be through. They're gonna be done. All right, they're gonna have to go to Esau. Esau gonna show their asses the horns. Esau gonna show you the horns, man. Okay, Matthew 25:21. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. The Lord is gonna talk to us when we get beamed up, Lord willing. When we're in the kingdom, the Lord's gonna dwell with us, man. The Lord's gonna crown us, man. The Lord's gonna be your friend. He already speaks to us through the Spirit. He's gonna literally talk to us. He's gonna be just like you, right in front of you. Every day you're gonna see him. And the Lord gonna crown you. He said, good, well done, my good, faithful servant. You know what it's like to be a friend of the Lord, man? A friend of the power, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you was brought in to be a friend of the creator, man, the artificer. Artificer, yeah. You know what kind of honor that is, bro? That's why I say we got friends in high places, man. What kind of honor that is, bro? He said, thou good and faithful servant, thou hast been faithful over a few things, I'll make thee rule over many things, enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. That's right. So you don't know what you're involved in, man. All right. This is bigger than you. It's bigger than your camp. It's bigger than your organization. It's bigger than anybody. This is the Lord. This is the Lord. This is the Lord, the creator of all things, coming back on the earth to establish the kingdom of heaven on the earth, which the Lord said, I have not seen, ear have not heard what the Lord prepared for them that love him. Only in your imagination can you fathom what the Lord is going to do. You can't even imagine what the Lord is going to do and how he's going to turn this earth into what he's going to do for you, man. What the Lord is going to do. You think right now you catch a little hell, you're doing this, go that. It's all worth the reward, man. It's all worth the reward, man. We're talking about the creator of all things, man. The Lord created many planets. He said, in my father's house, many mansions. The Lord created. Look at what he gave to Esau, man. Look, the Esau, even though this kingdom's a piece of shit, but Esau has the fatness of the earth. Esau is beyond rich, man. Esau goes around the earth doing whatever he wants. Esau's a pig. He's a fucking pig, man. All right, when the Lord's beloved, here your ass go. I don't want to do this no more. I just want to go back to the world, and I don't know, man. This is just too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, it's pathetic. That's fucking pathetic, man. It's pathetic. All right. Luke 13 and verse 25. And once the master of the house is risen up and have shut the door, and you begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not from whence you are. I don't know these guys. I don't know them. They haven't been magnifying my office. They've been partial in my law. They've been doing bullshit. They've been respecting persons. They've been dealing falsely with my testimony, with my word. All right. They have been afraid of men more than they're afraid of me. You know, so I'll appoint them their portion with the hypocrites, with Esau, man. All right, Luke 13:27. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not from whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, where ye shall see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and yourselves thrust out. And they shall come from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south, and shall sit down in the kingdom of the Most High. And behold, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. And the same day there came certain of the Pharisees, which are back here today, all right, sitting in Moses' seat, sitting in, high position, exalting themselves, and being false judges, and, loving the praise of men more than praise of the Most High, right? It says, the same day there came certain of the Pharisees, saying, get thee out and depart, for Herod will kill thee. And he said unto them, go and tell that fox, behold, I cast out devils, and I do cure today and tomorrow, and the third day I shall be perfected. Hosea 6:2. After 2 days, after 2 days, matter of fact, let's get that. On the third day we'll be revived. The Lord gonna revive us on the third day. This is the time the Lord about to revive us, man. Hosea 6:2, I'm gonna butcher it. It says, Hosea 6:1, it says, come, let us return to the Lord, for he torn you, he beat you up, destroyed you as a people, but he will heal us. He have smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days, he will revive us, right? After 2,000 years, the Lord brought us back to the truth. And on the third day, we shall live in his sight. On the third day, he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. Then we shall know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain on the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do to thee? And Judah, what shall I do with thee? For your goodness is as the morning cloud, as the early dew it goeth away. Therefore I have hewed them by the prophets, and I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are the light that going forth. Yeah, the Lord hewed the meaning. Meaning when you hew something, you carve it out, and you gotta cut it. You gotta cut that thing, man. So the prophets are gonna do a lot of cutting, man. A lot of feelings are hurt. A lot of a lot of eggs are broken. To make an omelet, you gotta break a lot of eggs. You gotta hurt a lot of feelings. You gotta hurt feelings, man. And this ain't for the fucking weak, man. This is not for the weak. Men gonna come up against you. They're gonna say this and that. Oh, you a nigga, and you think you're a prophet of the Lord, and you think you this and that. You a judge. You can't judge me. You can't take away sins, brother. You think you're exalted and shit like that. That's what they're gonna come with, man. They're gonna come. Oh well, no, a sinful man will not be reproved, but find an excuse according to his will. Then they're gonna use them things against you, and they say, oh well, nigga, you ain't right. Who you think you is, nigga? Blah 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 blah. That's what they told the Lord, man. That's what they told the Lord, man. Lord, who you think you is? You think you the son of God? You think you the Lord? Who you think you is? You make yourself equal with the Lord, man. You can't take away nobody's sins and shit. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Man, crucify this guy, man. He think he's exalting himself. Kill him, just kill him. He ain't the Lord, man. Yeah. That's how they treated. That's why they killed Stephen. That's why they killed John the Baptist. That's why they did that, man. Because a prophet is not without honor amongst his own people. Here it is. They're gonna fucking kill you because you're doing the right thing. Because you stand for truth. That's why it says Psalms 94:16. That's why the reward is so great. Because you battling every fucking thing. You battling yourself, your own people, Esau, every fucking body. That's why it says we battle spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Okay? That's why the reward is so great. Okay? That's why. All right. Therefore, I have hewed them. Okay, matter of fact, look at the word hewed. Strong's 2672. It says hewed, meaning to cut, dig, divide. All right. The Lord said what? I came with a sword. I didn't come with peace. I came with the sword. All right. So I have hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. Therefore, they have dealt treacherously against me. That's your people. Gilead is the city of them that work iniquity and is polluted with blood. Yeah, Gilead. Just like the handmaiden's tale. You remember the handmaiden's tale? Well, Gilead was a wicked place. Gilead is the city of them that work iniquity. and is polluted with blood. As troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in a way by consent. A troop of robbers wait for a man. Yep. And the company of priests murder in a way by consent. For they commit lewdness. And I've seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is whoredom in Ephraim. Israel is defiled. So the Lord got to clean it up. The Lord got to clean it up, man. The Lord got to clean it up. Also, of Judah, he set on a harvest for thee when I return the captivity of my people. That's right. The harvest is ripe for the picking, man. These people are ripe for the picking. And those of you that have forsook, played games with this word, took it lightly, and did all this other shit, man, hey, woe to you, man. As I said, woe to them that do the work of the Lord deceitfully, man. All right. So it says, Luke 13:32, and he said unto them, go and tell that fox, behold, I cast out devils, and I do cures today and tomorrow, and the third day I'll be perfected. Nevertheless, I must walk today and tomorrow, and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet perisheth out of Jerusalem. O Jerusalem, thou which killest and stonest them which are sent unto thee. How often would I have gathered thy children together as a hen doth gather her brood under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left desolate unto you. And verily I say unto you, you shall not see me until the time come when you shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Yeah. Because you dealt with the Lord like this when he came, the Lord left your ass for 2,000 plus years in the hands of these devils. The Lord left you up to your own devices. Let's see you figure it out on your own. All right. Now then, the Lord has brought back this truth to you. And here it is. Your people are in the worst state that they've ever been. You know, playing games, fucking around, you know, jerking off, being the niggas, you know, the wonton, you know, and going through the same thing they went through before, but on a worse level, because this is the end, so this is the worst time. You know, worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, worse than Babylon, worse than Rome, worse than Greece, worse than all this shit, worse than Persia, worse than all of it. Right now, you're in the worst time in human history, Israelite history. But there remaineth a remnant according to the grace of the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let's get that, and I'll leave it there, man. Even to this day, they remain a remnant. Okay, there remains a remnant, even to this time. All right, of men, a complete number of men that have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even at this time, they actually take this thing and fulfill it. You know. Okay, where's this? Is it Romans the 11th chapter? I think so. I'm not sure, but hold on. Yeah. 11 and 5. It says, even so, then at this present time, also there's a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then there's no more works. Otherwise, grace, no more grace. But if it be of works, then there's no more grace. Whether work is no more work. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. All right. So, as is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a rock recompense unto them. This truth became a trap to many of you. You just came into this thing just to be destroyed. All right. Just to fall out the truth and be ordained to this condemnation. All right. Which is sad, but hey, that's what the Lord decided. All right. It's all up to the Lord. You know, it's not up to us. It's up to the Lord. You may like a guy, you may think he's cool, but the Lord don't think he's cool. The Lord don't like him. The Lord don't want him around. The Lord don't, you know, you may try to justify the man. You may try to do whatever you do, all right, to try to save him and shit like that. But the Lord is dealing with who he's working with. He said, I will show compassion on whom I will have compassion. All right. You know, so let their eyes be darkened that they may not see and bow down their neck always. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? The Most High forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation come unto the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. All right. So which ones of the Gentiles are going to be saved, the elect of the nation of Israel? Because we're all considered Gentiles, but those that magnify and take this truth to the next level, to the nth degree. All right, as you see in the apostles, brothers did, the Lord gave them the spirit to them, right? Boom. What did they do? they brought in, you know, they multiplied the talents that they were given. You know, likewise you, as the Lord said, be a follower of me as I'm a follower of Yahushua, man. So again, at the end of the day, it is a serious business. All right. Many of you do not know what you're involved in. All right. Many of you do not know what you're involved in and whom you serve. All right. The Lord is a cruel God, but he's also a merciful one, man. So as it says in Psalm 2nd chapter, kiss the son, lest he be angry, man. All right. So with that, call him La Yahweh. Call him La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. All right, that belongs to our apostles, teachers at the Great Millstone. Peace, that takes to the elect. Shalom.